Hi, this is PR Sundar. Welcome to Pre-Market Report sponsored by Delta Dot Exchange. Yesterday, US markets were, wavering around the flat line. But however, now US has announced a tariff with Japan. I think that seems to be a nominal one, 15% tariff. So because of that, Japan market has shot up more than 2.5%. And other Asian markets are also optimistic about the tariff. So most Asian markets are higher. And no wonder GIFT Nifty indicating about 50-60 point gap up opening. In fact, I think last time I checked it was about 70 point. But however, there are some positives and there are some negatives. The positives, number one, technically markets are still long. And number two, domestic institutions keep pumping in the money. And number three, global cues continue to be very, very positive. And number four, India VIX keeps falling. Yesterday, it is one of the multi-year low. Below 11, it doesn't go that much low, in a long time. And although all these are positives, negatives are also there. And number one, FI is selling, and they are selling aggressively. I think, in this month alone, they have sold for more than 20,000 crore. And that is a huge selling. That's number. Number two, corporate results. The Reliance results came, and the next day the markets fell. That is understandable. But the following day, again, it is falling. And second one, yesterday, left, right, and center, every index has fallen. There was not even a single index that was trading in green. Just because few stocks like, Zomato's parent, Eternal, shot up 20% in 2 days, although its weightage is very, very little in index, but a 20% rally. And even if it has 1% weightage in Nifty, 20% of 1% will be 0.2%. So, the 0.2% in Nifty alone will contribute how much? Like 50, 60 points? I think yesterday alone, it has contributed about 43 points. So, the broader market, it's different, and the major index. So it depends on HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, Reliance, and Infosys. Infosys and TCS also. But TCS has less weightage because, most of the stocks are with the promoters. So, like you add another, few like ITC, Industry and Unilever. So these are all like top 6-7 stocks. And these stocks are not going anywhere. Yesterday, ICICI Bank and HDFC Bank were flat with a slight positive bias. But other than these two bank stocks, all other banks have fallen. So the bank index was also down. And in fact, yesterday, the bank Nifty has fallen about 400-450 points from intraday high to intraday low. That is a kind of severe profit booking. So, after the RBI policy, the bank Nifty went to 57,000, from 56,000 to 57,000. And after that, it is just a consolidation within plus or minus 1,000 point from 57,000. So those who have taken 57,000 short straddle in the beginning of this month, they are just sitting down and keep making profit. So the high recently went is 57,650, I think. So that is the level we have to keep watching, for some kind of a breakout. So as of now, it's only the bank index that is looking positive. So if you can remember, sometimes before I put it in my social media, what would happen? You go long in bank Nifty and short in Nifty, right? So that trade is actually working very well. So overall, market, Indian markets are also waiting for the tariff, but I don't think that any tariff news will come before end of July. And now, like today, the focus will be on Infosys, because today Infosys will be declaring the results and after the market hours. Yesterday itself, IT index was trying to recover. There was some good recovery, but end of the day, that was also sold into. So yesterday gap up, a Nifty future open around 25,200 and then came under selling pressure. It fell about 130 points from day's high. And today, once again, it's going to be a gap up of about 70 points. So we need to see whether, FA sell or whether that selling is going to bring down the market. But anyway, the markets are, as I told you, in a very, very short range of 24,900 on the downside and 25,300 on the higher side. That's for intraday basis. Closing basis 24,950 on the downside and 25,320 on the higher side. So these are some of the levels we have to keep watching. So if there is any good result in Infosys, tomorrow market can either go gap up or gap down. But option premiums are so little, like once the VIX is coming to 10.75, so what else we can expect? And if anyone has done a short straddle in December, 26,000 strike 1 month before, it has given more than 10% return. So without any intervention. So that is how this market is moving. So anyway, so let us see what is going to happen. But yesterday there was a huge call rating, 25,100, 25,200. And today, again, there may be a huge put. The day before yesterday, there was a huge put rating. Yesterday, there was a huge call rating. Today may be opposite. So when going closer to the expiry, so this kind of thing is just normal, right? So overall, we still maintain positive view as long as Nifty is not closing below 24,970. So stock-wise, the same old story. Keep watching Reliance, that was under selling pressure. In fact, I sold 1,300 put option for the next month series. That's a small quantity with a view to take delivery if it falls below that. Right? So these are the times, so it has already fallen 70, 80 rupees. Another 100, 120 rupees below, we sell a put option, but you may not get good premium. I think I just got only about 5 rupees premium. So 5 rupees premium will translate into only 2,500 rupees per lot. But I still have to hold it for next 1 month, to make that 2,500 profit. Or if it comes down, I'm willing to take delivery. So Reliance, I find it, worth taking delivery below 1,300. So the same thing only, Infosys also, I think I sold 1460 put option. That's about 120 point below. So that is the current series. So if it falls below that, I'm willing to take delivery, right? So that is how, we have to play the market now. So Nifty, yeah, good. So you can sell anything about 25,300 on the call side and anything below 24,900 on the put side. Of course, if you are a trader, you know how to adjust the position or how to maintain a stop loss. So this is just my view. It's not a recommendation. So I think there's nothing more to add. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you for watching.